Let's say you are sitting with your management team and people are talking of this data, and people are saying that this is the data that has been given. Where is the car model, you have the mileage, you have the headroom, you have the trunk space, the back side space, where uh, how many things you can keep there, what is the volume that you can keep there, weight, length, turned circle, displacement, and all those things. Now people all of a sudden started talking that on an average, more the headroom, lesser should be the mileage. Because all of a sudden, if you think of taller the car, it means the car has to take more weight. You know, there is more material, there is more like things are put there. Now, if you think of trunk space, if there is more trunk space, obviously it again means like probably the car will have will become little heavy and the mileage should go down. The weight obviously should mean, and the length, more the length, probably the weight will increase, and that's how the mileage should go down. So all of a sudden, your management called you and you are the statistical analyst there, and he asks you three questions. Is there exist any relationship between mileage, headroom, length, width, and trunk space? So his hypothesis is that it should show a relationship. It should say that more the headroom, lesser the mileage, more the length, lesser the mileage, more the width, lesser the mileage, more the trunk space, lesser the mileage. And he also wants to know that the relationship is statistically significant or not. And can we really get an equation? Okay, you can do all those things using multiple regression. So how will you do it? So the first thing that you need to understand, here is the mileage, here is the headroom, here is trunk space, weight, and length. But when you go to Excel and you go to home, let's say data analysis, regression, what you need to understand, there is just two ranges here, X range, Y range. So you can't actually do it this way. You have to have all the axes in one place, and here there are four axes. This three, and this is one more four. But because you can select in one go only, so it has to come here, only then you can select it. So what to do? Just right click this data, say move or copy, then create a copy just before the end. So here is the data. We'll say data arranged, and now I have the data backup here anyway, so if I'm doing wrong, nothing will happen. I will just take this headroom, cut it here, and put it in before this. So now headroom, trunk space, weight, and length, everything has come at one place. Let's check now that what we wanted to check, that is there exist relationship between mileage and these four variables or not. So we'll go to the data regression, go to the y axis. Y axis is obviously mileage. What is x axis here? X axis will be headroom, weight, length, all those things, right? These are the x axis. This data has a label, so we called it label. Let's put the output somewhere. We'll put the output here, okay? And label we have already done, just say okay. So we got it. So there exists a relationship, no doubt. R square is adjusted R square is 0.6420, and multiple R means like obviously there is a strong relationship. So but what is the relationship? So it says that more the headroom, more the mileage. That's counterintuitive, isn't it? How is it possible that headroom increases and the mileage should also increase? Not possible, right? These three are negative, which we can understand. More the trunk space, more the weight, lesser the mileage, all those things. So what is happening here? Okay, let's take a look one more thing. How is the p-value coming? Oh, the p-value 0.97, 0.89 means like they are hardly significant. Remember, smaller the p-value, more significant it is. So these three variables hardly appear significant, and actually it should be. If you remember from the beginning what we are talking, more the headroom, more the weight, right? And that's how the mileage should go down. More the trunk space, more the weight, and that's how the mileage should go down. So looks like, I mean, you don't need any other variable other than weight, and the weight itself is sufficient for you to give the whole model. So even though we developed the multiple regression, but what we realize that this multiple regression you actually is not the right model. You need a model which ideally should have just the weight. So should we try again? Let's do. So just we'll go to the data again, data analysis, regression, and I think the y-axis is already selected correctly. Let's check the x-axis. In this x-axis this time I'll just select the weight, G column, weight only, and let's put the output somewhere right to this so that we can compare how these things has come. Okay, let's say okay. So how it has come? It has come okay, but how will you know which model is good, this one or this one? Take a look at adjusted R square. Here the adjusted R square is 0.6420. Here the adjusted R square is 0.6466. So actually by just taking weight we are able to get a better model, 0.6466, whereas 0.6420. So obviously it means this is a better model. It has a smaller R square, adjusted R square. Can we take a look at any other things that okay, which is more significant? Yes, see here. In this, like, you know, if you think of it is minus 15 and here it is minus 18. So it is p-value wise also it is much more significant, right? I mean this is much smaller than this. This is, has gone to the 10 to the power minus 18 where it has gone to 10 to the power minus 15. So it becomes very clear that okay, what people need to take is just the weight for mileage, and that itself is sufficient. So what is your learning in all these things? Your learning in all these things are, be careful with the regression output. You can't just take it like that, you know. You can't just take it and just produce this as the result to the management. You have to say this is the result, but you should not be taking this result because these are statistically not significant. Only those variables should be taken which has p-value smaller than some value, so that you can take the significant ones. You should speak as per the data. What people had talked, there is nothing wrong. Headroom increase, mileage should go down. Length increase, mileage should go down. But what you need to understand at the end of the day, when headroom increases, weight increases. When length increases, weight increases. So if you go by the data, it has said clear cut to you that you only need just the weight. Keep in mind you need to choose parsimonious model. What is the meaning of parsimonious model? That if only one variable can explain the model very well, there is no point taking another three. P-value of individual variables should be smaller, only then you should be taking it. In case of doubt, select the model which has a higher adjusted R square. Like in this case, what we had recommended, take this model which has just the weight. Why? Because it has a higher, it has 0.6466 where it has 0.6420. So definitely that model is better. By adding another three variable like headroom, trunk space and length, we are actually getting nothing. It's just degrading the model. So I hope you understood how to conduct multiple regression, as well as you understood how to be careful with the output of multiple regression.